Hello, everybody. Welcome to the match week 11, match week
Yep.
11 previews. We are gonna do like a pretty quick rundown of the games and with our score prediction, any key bits of information, possibly some key players out. Um, yeah, so let's go. Oh, quick one thing by the way, I was just reading like 5 minutes ago. Um, Napoli have changed the stadium name in tribute to Maradona. So they've
Yeah.
changed it from Stadio San Paolo to Stadio Diego Armando Maradona. That's
It
nice.
was announced the day he passed away.
Oh yeah, and yeah, the mayor wanted to do that.
Yep.
But it's official now anyway.
That's good.
Cool. That was just random, but I was reading it. Right, here we go. Let's go. I mean, the match Aston Villa Newcastle that was postponed. But should we start with that anyway? Seeing
Uh,
as though it was going to
go.
be the first one. So Aston Villa, Newcastle. Newcastle won, was it 2-0 against Crystal Palace last weekend? So
Yep.
I think, yeah, they'll probably just carry on with their back on the winning streak, maybe. But then again, you also have Aston Villa.
They've actually been on a terrible form as of late. They've
Who
only
Villa,
won.
right?
Yeah, they've only won
Yeah,
two of
they
the
had
last 6 games.
they had their few good games against Liverpool, against Arsenal, I think. Um,
Yep.
then yeah, they've had on and off kind of thing.
And Leicester as well.
But and Leicester, yep. Um, but yeah, they've had on and off kind of thing. But late since the international break, especially, they've not done well at all. And then on the other hand, you have Newcastle. I think pretty much back to normal almost. Um, they started the season really well, had a bit of a bumpy ride in the middle, but I think they're stabilizing again. So I kind of expect Newcastle to win. Wilson's back. Shelby, is he back? Is Fraser,
Yeah.
Ryan Fraser, all of these
All
players?
of these
If
guys were back, but they had quite a few COVID cases, so they
Yeah,
weren't
okay.
going to be available anyway. So
Well, I
that's
mean the
why it
main
got cancelled, and it's quite
main
crucial
man,
that they cancelled it. Callum
main
Wilson.
man, Callum Wilson is back. Is he on your team, by the way?
Oh
Um
no, no, he's
for
on my
the you
team.
took him out, right? Yeah,
I
I
never had him.
well,
I never had him.
what about Saint Germain, Saint
Same.
Max,
I
Maximan.
used to have him. I used to have him at the start, and then he didn't do anything. So I'm like, goodbye, mate.
Yeah, yeah, me too. And then he started getting the points. But yeah, I think they're fit, they're well, they're gonna play. So yeah, I would say I'm gonna say 2-0 Newcastle. That's my prediction. What do you reckon?
That match is going to be in a different game week, but I would have gone with 0-0.
In a different game week? I thought it was just gonna be.
No, it,
Uh,
it will be different game week.
it won't be next week, would it? Oh snap! Okay,
No.
then there's no point
Yeah,
predicting anything.
exactly.
Yeah, it'll be Villa home, and by then the dynamics could change. Injuries.
Yeah, forms
Okay,
and
we'll leave
everything.
that. Scratch that out then.
Yeah, it
Uh,
it's kind of the thing with Villa is they still have 2 games in hand now, with this being postponed because they didn't play in game week 1 as well. So they've
the
got
first
two
one
games in
ever.
hand now. Yeah,
Okay. Right. Well, if they had played, uh,
I would have
there's
gone
no way
with
of knowing. They wouldn't. There's no way of
nil-nil.
knowing. But I reckon Newcastle would have taken it. Right. First match tomorrow. First kickoff 12:30 is Burnley
Burnley.
versus Everton.
I think
Um,
one of the let me go through the key bit of positive news for Everton.
go
Oh,
on.
sorry, not for Everton, for Burnley. Nick Pope is back.
Pope is back. Okay. After how
Yeah,
long off?
he was injured for quite a while.
Well, he's not gonna instantly gel back in. So
Yeah, like
don't
about
know. But
three
he.
three-ish weeks because he played in the international week, right? So
Mm,
since international, he was I think injured in the international week.
right. Yeah. Then he hasn't missed that much, I suppose. But yeah, that's good news for Burnley. So, but then again, Everton's too strong at the moment. Once again, they had a really good start to this season, but they've gone a bit off track. lately, I think anyway. And they're just slowly trying to get back onto their winning form. They did
Mm.
win last week though, didn't they? So
Yeah,
um, who knows? But I think yeah, Everton would probably take it. I don't know if it's going to be a comfortable win, like a lot of their high scoring matches in the first few game weeks, but I do think they're gonna take it. Everyone's fit, everyone's well, and Ancelotti has most of his options, and the key players are definitely there. So, having said that, Burnley very defensive and very tough. And where's this being played?
this is being played at Turf Moor.
Turf Moor. So, their home ground. And they do all right on their home ground. Anyone does, but Burnley. So very defensive side. Everton, quite an attacking side right now. So
Mm.
it'll be an interesting match. But I was gonna say 2-0, purely
See,
because of how
you have
defensive Burnley
to
play.
you have to
Aggressive as
remember.
well. Defensive, aggressive, quite rough, and they can be tough to break through. But if I think Everton can do it, so I was going to say 3-0, but I'll stick to the 2-0.
You have to remember that Everton are without their two first choice fullbacks, same Seamus Coleman and Lucas Digne, and that's going to have an
Yeah.
impact. Obviously, they've got Richarlison, Walcott. Walcott's coming. Walcott's not having
Calvert
squad.
Lewin, James,
Calvert-Lewin,
Richarlison, Alan, everyone is available.
yeah.
All the attacking
So
players are available, but it's just their defense. I
it's
agree,
just their
but
defense, but the attack that they provide through the fullback is quite good, and that is what's going to have an
yeah,
impact. Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
hopefully
Yeah, no, I'll say 2-0 Everton.
2-0. I'm gonna go with uh 3-1.
Man to watch.
3-1. For me, obviously, it's gonna be Calvert-Lewin.
Mm.
Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. Calvert Lewin, Richarlison, I think will do well.
Yeah,
James is
Decore,
always there, but a bit
Decore as
unpredictable.
well. Decore,
Who? Decore,
Decore.
yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone's available, man. Yeah, yeah. Should you expect them to win not too
yeah.
comfortably, but like
I
decent.
think it will be 3-1.
3-1, okay. Yeah, stick to that, that's fine. Right, next match
Yeah,
at 3 o'clock, City
this
versus
is gonna
Fulham.
be.
Like like the top dogs versus cat, mouse.
Do you know they are 17th? They are not in the bottom three right now.
Yeah, but they might as well be, they might as well be. Look where they are. How many points off are they though?
They're 7. They're
One.
just in front of.
So they're just hanging there basically.
Yeah, but they had
But
good result
okay.
last week, mate.
I think they've got everyone as well.
They had good result,
City
but
has
they won against Leicester 2-1.
yeah, one off. you know, they've had miserable start to that since what we're in game week 11 now. 10 games played. They have
They've just
how
won
many have they actually won? Two?
two. Yeah,
Two, yeah, it should be two. Yeah.
yeah, but they haven't lost by
Yeah.
massive margins.
Haven't, but then that also means that they've not even had they've defended basically. They've just held their fort. And I wouldn't even say well because they've lost so many.
Yeah,
But that's all they don't have an intention. They've got nothing. And then City, on the other hand, complete opposite. So, for the neutrals, it's going to be a one-sided match. We know it. So everyone expects City to win quite comfortably. And City, I have a feeling Aguero
Aguero's
will
not fit.
start. Huh?
Not fit. Not fit.
Not match fit. Oh, that's the problem with Aguero, man. Second half, then maybe he might even get like 15 minutes, depending on how it's going.
He's not going to
But
be in the squad, I think.
was that announced?
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
Pep said, that he won't be. But I think Sterling's going to
You know,
start. Which is
Sterling.
good for me.
You said that last week he didn't start, but yeah, this week he might.
Yeah. because he didn't start against Porto. I don't think he even played against Porto, and he didn't play last week as well.
Yeah, last week
Uh,
he didn't play at all.
and they did
So
5-0
yeah, this
to Burnley.
yep, yep, agreed. Yeah, everyone else is available, I believe. So who, what, why? Predictions. What do you think?
4-0.
4-0 to Man City.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, yeah. I'll top that 5-0. I do think it will
5-0.
be a high
Under the
scoring
5-0.
match. It's
Under the
just
5-0.
about so if Sterling plays, Sterling, Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, all of these, you do kind of expect them to start. How long? For example, if they're winning 3-0 by half time, he might even shift things around. Phil Foden, I expect to play. Torres, you expect to play. So I don't know. It'll be a good game for
Who would be the
City.
one to watch?
One to watch. Torres. Yeah, I
I
like
don't
Torres.
think he'll start. I don't think he'll start.
I think he'll start. He's been getting a lot of game time. Again, Fulham. You just want. I don't know. Pep probably wants his Torres's confidence to stay up there. So I don't know. He'll probably make him start, and it's against Fulham. Who knows? Let's find out. But yeah, I'm gonna say 5-0.
I'm gonna go with
Never
4.
know. You never know. Mitrovic might even squeeze one in, but that's if they're lucky. 5-0. Right.
West Ham
This
versus
match
Manchester United.
Saturday tomorrow. 5:30 kickoff. West Ham versus Man United. Okay, so let's put it this way. Ideally, we would want, they would want, we want, as United fans, ideally, we want a reaction, okay? From that poor performance in the second half against PSG in midweek. So we do want a reaction tomorrow, and it's away, okay, London Stadium, but shouldn't matter. That shouldn't matter. They're already here somewhere. They're living in a hotel. They should be fine. Should be feeling good, and I just want them to react to the match against PSG. All our players are fine. Everyone's available, and
Nope. Let me just go through the team
who's
here.
not available?
West Ham, Mikel Antonio is unfit.
That's them. I'm talking about United.
No, no,
Yeah,
no. I'm just saying that
carry on.
Yamalenko is back in training, but he might not play. With
He's
Manchester
been out.
United, Rashford.
What happened to Rashford?
Rashford's down, shoulder injury. So he's been
Oh,
carrying
from
shoulder injury
the.
for
Oh, is that serious?
yeah, he's been carrying shoulder injury for a while actually.
That he has,
And
but he's played on it.
Shaw and Twanzebe won't play.
Twanzebe, I mean, he hasn't played. I'm counting like the key players who played midweek and last week. So
Yeah.
all of them, they are pretty much available.
Actually,
I
no,
don't know, man.
Twanzebe
I
is
think
available. Twanzebe is available, sorry.
yeah. I don't know. I kind of want Mata to play.
But who would you take out, man? I think, see, what I want is Cavani, Greenwood, Rashford.
Up front, yeah. Cavani, Greenwood, Rashford.
If Rashford
Yeah.
plays.
Bench Marshall, yeah.
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 And then
No,
I
I
want
agree. I agree.
Bruno, Van de Beek. Actually, no, I want Van de Beek,
Yep.
Pogba, and McTominay. I want Bruno to rest because he's been playing too much. Like you could see how rusty he was on Monday, on Wednesday.
Right.
I want Van
Prediction.
de Beek to play. 3-1 United.
3-1 United. 2-1 United for me. While it's not to while I believe in our capability, I don't have faith in consistency, and I don't have faith in the intensity of the reaction.
Or you mean the defense as well?
I think West Ham can be tough on their day. They got big players as well, so
Yeah.
see, and we don't have the biggest. So right, yeah,
Moise
2-1.
is coming home.
Hmm?
No, we are going to Moises Stadium, mate.
Yeah.
No. Yeah,
Right. Next match, 8 o'clock kickoff. Chelsea versus Leeds.
Leeds.
Um, didn't they have? Don't they have history? Oh, why am I getting called?
Yeah, Lampard and Bielsa, when Lampard used to manage Derby, they got into quite a few feuds.
So yeah. The managers. So yeah, that'll be definitely interesting match. I'll be watching that for sure. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. Chelsea's kind of unstoppable at the moment, and I
Mm.
would not say this in front of a Chelsea fan because you know how they are. They get hyped up so much, but it's true. Chelsea are pretty good right now and consistent.
Giroud to start or not? That's a million
Giroud.
dollar.
See, I'm not. I would think so. You know, you score a hat trick in the Champions League, that kind of you write your own certificate. Yeah, you write your own pass. But you know, this is professional football, and things don't work like that. So I have no idea. So just purely based on that, yeah, okay. But based on how Premier League, whether he's been playing or not, no, I don't think he's gonna start.
No. Yeah.
Leeds, Leeds have everyone. No, they
Yeah.
have one of the players got injured. Did they not?
No. No. They've got the same squad as they had for Everton.
Well, that'll be good. I like Leeds. I really like Leeds. I trust Leeds. It. It won't be an easy game for Chelsea. Like they've been kind of walking in the park with the other teams. But with Leeds are tough. You know, they held against Man City as well, didn't they?
Yeah. They bring up surprises, man. They bring up surprises. Leeds.
It's yeah, Bielsa, man. Great manager and great play. So what was the word Pep used? Authentic football. But they are tough to break through, and can be really tough on the counter as well. And your man Patrick Bamford's going to be playing, looking for those goals. So yeah, but I wouldn't put him on. You never know, man. I don't think he's going to score. The Chelsea defense is pretty tight right now, but it should be an entertaining match. That's the main thing.
What you going for?
Should be entertaining
Not
football. It might be back and forth.
not as
So,
entertaining as Spurs versus Chelsea, right?
oh man, that maybe I
That
expected too much
let
from that
down.
game. In the
Yeah.
end, it was boring. But this one, no, Leeds. So prediction. What do you think?
2-2.
2-2. Interesting.
I've been saying that
Um,
Chelsea would concede some point.
I think Chelsea's gonna win by. It won't be like a really high scoring game. Chelsea probably win by 1 goal, so either 1-0 or 2-1. Yeah.
Okay. Chelsea
Always
win.
manage to squeeze in somehow. So, what's next on Sunday now? We
West
have
Brom
12 o'clock
Palace.
West Brom versus Crystal Palace.
Mm.
Zaha back now?
I do
Or is it
not
still out?
know that.
Quickly check. And
Let me
West
check.
West Brom, uh, been doing terrible, pretty much. Yeah, pretty bad. And Palace, what happened last week? They
Zaha's
lost
back. Yes.
Newcastle. Zaha's back.
Yep.
Is a Townsend. They'll probably do all right. And West Brom, I don't know, man. You know anything about West Brom? There's not
West
much you
Brom.
can.
Uh, Kieran
What
Gibbs
the
might
hell's
be
the
back, and Jack Livermore might be back as well.
Jake Livermore? So look, I mean, they've been losing like left, right, and center. They drew against Chelsea though. That was way back in September though, so it's a long way.
They won
But they
against
have
Sheffield, I'm
either
pretty
drawn
sure.
or lost everything up until now. Oh, they won against Sheffield. There you go. So that was last week, I think.
But Sheffield doesn't count, man. They are not the same as last season. I think it is the
Yeah, they're
keeper's
not. They're
difference.
not.
But
No,
like,
but it's a win is a win, and they won
yeah,
against Sheffield. So
yeah,
the more important thing is psychologically, they've been losing, draw, losing. Okay, and then you win. Doesn't matter against who, but you win. So that provides a boost for the next game as well.
mm,
So they'll have that. But Palace tough team, one of the toughest. Like tough in its proper definition. So yeah, West Brom they'll probably put them down again. So I think Palace 2-0 for me.
Yeah, same. Palace 2-0. I'll go
Yeah.
with the same score.
I'm
Yep.
hoping Zaha gets a goal. I really like Zaha.
Yeah.
Needs it. Right, next game, Sheffield versus
Sheffield,
Leicester.
Leicester. Okay, let me go through the team news.
Go on.
Ampadu and Stevens, they are going to check the fitness of theirs. Musay is back now, so that's a good sign for them. The problem for Leicester is Soyuncu, Pereira, and Wes Morgan. All of them are doubtful for Leicester's trip to the Premier League.
So Yunshu, Pereira, and Wes Morgan.
Yeah. Wes Morgan hasn't played that much, but yeah.
He might become director, you know that, at Leicester. It's in the talks. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah. Castange is also out with hamstring.
Tanguy, oh.
Castange.
Tanguy.
Castange.
Tanguy. Who's Tanguy? Tanguy is what's Ndombele's first name? Spurs one. Doesn't matter. I think it's Tanguy. That's where I'm getting it from.
Yeah, Tanguy and Ndombele. That is correct.
Sheffield versus Leicester. It's played Sheffield home, Bramall Lane.
Yeah,
but yeah, I come on, Leicester.
I'll go with 3. Actually 2-0 for Leicester.
2-0 to Leicester.
But see, no,
I hope.
I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it to 1-1 because Leicester seems to be bottling against the weaker teams recently. They do good against
they also managed to get like a last minute goal.
Yeah, I'll go with 1-1. Sheffield needs to come back or else Chris Wilders is off.
Leicester's my second home. Leicester for the win, 2-0 for me. Getting there, Vardy.
Sheffield.
Getting there under. Huh?
Sheffield have not won a single game. They are the only side who are without a win this season.
Well, that's going to continue tomorrow because I don't see them winning against this Leicester side. Right, next game.
Ooh, another derby, another London derby.
Yep. Interesting game. I'm going to be watching this. Put my feet up. Tottenham versus Arsenal.
Kane is doubtful.
Huh?
Kane is doubtful.
Who?
Kane. Harry Kane is doubtful.
Oh, Harry Kane. No way, really?
Yeah.
Who am I gonna? I captained Son. I think I have to double check if I've done it or not actually. But I was thinking of captaining Son.
Hugo Lloris is doubtful as well.
Is Toby back?
Toby Alderweireld. They are going to be assessed, but yeah, they should be back. When Mourinho says they are going to be assessed, that means that they are available.
Yeah, I mean, this is 4:30 kickoff, and it's on Sunday, so still got a day and a half. Yeah. So it should be an interesting match. In the Europa, yesterday, innit? Forgot who they played, but Lacazette. Wasn't it Vienna? Rapid Vienna.
Rapid Vienna.
Rapid Vienna. Lacazette played pretty good. I didn't watch the full match. I saw the extended highlights. But yeah, they were saying he played pretty good. The youngsters played pretty good, and I think that was their reaction to the previous, the last week's game. Again, I can't remember.
I'll come to that in a second. I want to talk about that a bit more.
The Wolves match. But I think that was their reaction. They'll probably want to keep that going too. Aubameyang's doing SHIT. He's been doing shit. And so I don't think he's going to start, to be fair. Maybe. Against Tottenham, he might put him on.
Yeah, so for Arsenal, Thomas Partey and David Luiz are doubtful as well.
Well, Luiz took a hit, didn't he?
Yeah, Pepe is banned as well. And Gabriel Martinelli is still out as well with a knee injury.
Right.
But either way, yeah. So what do you think of Arsenal's record so far? Because they haven't been doing that great.
I was in this back of my mind delusion that they've been doing pretty good before, and they weren't. They really weren't. So we went through this.
Arsenal's only won one game in the last 5 games, right?
Yep, that they'll be thinking about that. Lost 2-1 against Wolves, 0-0 against Leeds, lost 3-0 against Arsenal, Aston Villa. That was pretty bad. They won against United, 1-0. Lost against City. So yeah, they've won one, and that's gonna be hanging heavy on Mikel Arteta and the Arsenal players. So considering that, they are gonna want to push hard, but then again, it's Tottenham, Mourinho. Is he
But
really gonna test?
do you think Arteta should get a sack? Because, to be honest, people are saying, from United perspective, as a United fan, I know that there is a lot of rumors going around that Ole should get a sack. And to be honest, if Ole wins the next game, considering everyone else being on the same games, United are going to be sitting fourth if they win the next game, right? And we are still saying that Ole should get a sack. What about Arteta? Because Arteta's played 10 games and he's not even won half of them. He's only got 13 points from 10 games, which is
This is
really
all.
disastrous.
It's all about relativity. No offense whatsoever, but look at the size of United. Look at how much attention anything United does, anything to do with United, gets so much more attention in mainstream media all over the world. I mean, than does Arsenal. So that I think that has a huge part to play in this. And that's not to say that sack Arteta isn't being talked about. It is, but not to the extent that any United manager would get. Yeah. So all anyone sitting in that United manager position is going to get that kind of scrutiny at that level. So it doesn't really matter what, unless he's winning trophies, like producing, like, here you go, there you go. And unless we're winning titles, I think anyone is going to get scrutiny, criticism. But Mikel Arteta, they are discussing it. I've seen fan interviews. I've seen pundits talk about it, but just not to the extent that Ollie's getting, basically.
Yeah, because my problem is, see, we're talking about Arsenal, right? Who have they signed this summer? They signed Thomas Partey for 46 mil, right? They signed Gabriel for 24 mil. They signed Willian. They signed Willian.
How much was he? Like 16, 20?
Who?
How much was Willian? Wasn't he free or something?
Willian was free agent, yeah. He just had enough at Chelsea, so he just wanted to get new challenge.
Yeah, his confidence is like shaky right now as well. So he hasn't been playing well.
Then they bought Runarsson, Pablo Mari, from
Pablo Mari is another one.
Cedric Soares as well they got, right? And they haven't lost any big names. Plus, Aubameyang signed a new contract. They got rid of quite a few other players. So overall, Arsenal have invested, and we are saying we all knew who United wanted, right? I'm just comparing United to Arsenal, and I think if Arteta was in this, if Ole was in this position, same as Arteta, United would have sacked him long time ago.
Very possibly, yes, very possibly. Because has Arteta won anything?
Yes, he has.
FA Cup.
Yeah, he won. FA
so
Cup
that it does ease it a little bit, So
FA Cup or League Cup, one of those two. I can't remember what.
Number one, he's won something, it's something. And number two, he's at a club that's smaller than Man United. When you put them together, if you want to compare, United manager will always get more attention, more spotlight. Obviously, Arteta doesn't exactly get ignored. He does get so much attention. And right now, all managers are getting attention. It doesn't matter where they are, because there is this this drive from the club, fans, from the board to produce results. And if you're not doing it, you're out. You know, football has become so quick. Like this debate, this discussion could go off on a tangent, and we could talk about so many things. But ultimately, I think it just comes down to
So you think
have to
Arteta should
produce
stay,
results
or
and be consistent.
do you think, as an as an independent person watching Arsenal and
Yeah.
how they performed, do you think he should get a sack or he should stay?
No, no. I don't think he's a great manager. He's nowhere near great. Okay, I don't use that word lightly. But I think he should stay. Let him develop.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
he's not exactly lost. You know, he doesn't, maybe he hasn't figured everything out yet, but he's not lost. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's his
Prediction
first
for
job
him.
as the manager.
What's your
Right.
prediction?
Anyway, prediction. Yeah, predictions. I am going to say 2-0 to Spurs.
Yeah. I'm gonna go
Yeah,
with 3-2.
3-2 to Spurs. Yeah,
Spurs. Yeah. Spurs.
5 goals in a game. That should be interesting.
I
That'll be
always
fun to
expect
watch.
interesting games, right?
Yes, you do. Right. Next game,
Liverpool versus Wolves.
seven
I'm,
fifteen p.m. kickoff Sunday.
honestly
Liverpool
speaking,
versus
I'm
Wolves.
not even sure if I've got any predictions right on any scores so far this season.
Yeah, no, well, I don't know, man. We have to either write it down or check back on the videos. But Liverpool Wolves, is
I
this
think this is going to be a
it
good
is
game.
Anfield.
Yeah.
It's at Anfield. This is going, look, I'm a big fan of Wolves. Like not fan, but I'm a big fan of Wolves and the way they play. I'm a big fan of Nuno. Um, but I think because of what happened to Jimenez, they're gonna want
They want
they're
to
gonna want to play
do
for him. Do you
Liverpool
know what I
first.
mean?
Yeah.
They're a very closely knit team. So is Liverpool actually, but Wolves, like Nuno has stitched them all together. Like you can tell, man, the way they play, the way they do things. But they're gonna want to play for him. They're gonna want to play properly against, arguably the best side in Premier League in the past 2 seasons, Liverpool. And they'll have to defend properly. But they're without their main striker. So yeah, I don't think they're gonna score. Even though
You,
Liverpool's defense is not back to what it was, that solid wall. I don't think Wolves will score.
despite, but honestly speaking, despite them losing Jimenez in the last game, they still won against Arsenal 2-1.
Yeah, but I mean Arsenal.
Yeah, but yeah, either way, what did you think?
This is Liverpool.
Did you see the highlights for the Liverpool game in the Champions League? The Kelleher
No,
save he made. Kelleher played amazing against Ajax. He's a young kid, and he came in. Actually, very impressive, the saves that he made. He actually saved Liverpool in the game. Quite a few good saves.
we got
I think he might
and we
start
got
today.
people in top form as well. We got Jota against his old club.
Yeah.
Salah, Mane, Firmino, maybe
Mm.
Wijnaldum's there. The
Oh,
yeah,
with
I expect Liverpool to
Liverpool,
win.
Trent is back. Trent is back in training with Naby Keita as well, but they might rejoin the squad. Don't know, depending on how urgent it is.
No,
They're-
I think he won't get the full 90, but he'll get some game time.
Yeah,
Ease him back in.
yeah.
Um,
And Wolves
because
are without size as well.
Wolves is not easy to play
Romain size.
against. What is your prediction?
I will go with 2-2.
2-2. Interesting. I'm gonna say 3-1 to Liverpool.
3-1 to Liverpool. That's a good score.
I think. Right, final game. Monday Night Football, Brighton versus Southampton. Where's this being played, by the way? Amex. So Brighton home. So
For Brighton, team news wise, Lamptey is back. He's available after
Hey,
his
there
long
we
rest
go.
time. Yeah.
Excellent.
Adam Lallana is facing 2 weeks for a
Ye-
groin injury.
Yeah.
Neil Mopay and Mac Alexander are out as well. Southampton
Mopai
confirmed
still out.
that.
That's the main guy, man.
Yeah, I think Mopay is out. Let me check. Yeah, he's a doubtful, so yeah, I'm guessing he's out. Uh, for Southampton, Ings is back.
Yeah, that's good news for them.
Yeah.
Yep. That is very good news for them. Brighton not doing the best. Southampton started the season really well, but they've taken this downward turn, and they are south right now. Get it?
They haven't they
So
haven't taken a downward turn. They just lost against United, and they didn't play badly.
they, look at their season, okay?
Yeah,
Oh,
but they
ads.
Southampton, right? They lost to United, right? Which they gave away in the dying minutes. They drew
Yeah.
against Wolves. They won against Newcastle. They won against Villa, and
Look,
they won against Everton. They drew against Chelsea.
the first two games they lost, and after that, it's been win, win, win,
Yeah,
draw against Chelsea,
yeah.
win, 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 and draw. And it
So
was only against United. So they've been all right then.
yeah, so both of
They haven't
these
taken it
teams
down.
in the last six
Wait, hang on.
weeks,
I'm thinking of another. No, no, never mind. I'm thinking of someone else. Where are they in the table? Like fifth,
they're
sixth,
they're fifth. Yeah,
fifth, innit? Let me see the
yeah, I think
table.
so. Six.
Oh, it's not
Sorry, West Ham.
six now. Yeah,
Yeah.
West Ham. Well, they are going to go back down tomorrow.
But either way, just to
If
put this in perspective, both of these teams are in red hot form, and they've only lost one game in the last six. Brighton started off slowly,
but
but they've only lost one game in the last 6 weeks.
yeah, but look at who have they played against? Look at their opponents.
Yeah, for Brighton, yeah, none of
The,
them are good. Only
you have
Spurs.
to commend them for drawing against Liverpool.
Yeah,
They held.
yeah,
Okay, they won against Aston Villa, drew against Burnley. They lost to Tottenham, the one you're talking about, and then draw. So that's a lot of draws, which
yeah.
is better than a loss. Obviously, that's good. Um, but drawing against West Brom and drawing against
Burnley.
Burnley, tough, but it's there. So yeah, no, they okay. You can say this way. By that standard, against those teams, if you take an amalgamation of all of those, the past 6 game weeks, I guess you can say they're in good form. But other than that,
Defensively,
they've only had one
two.
win against Aston Villa, and then all
Yeah,
draws.
yeah.
Two?
So far this season, they've only had 2 wins out of 10.
No, no. I mean in the past five
Six. Yeah,
five game weeks, 5 games. So yeah. So they're in all right. I guess they're holding basically. They're holding strong. But I think Southampton will win tomorrow, especially if Danny Ings is back. That guy is like a hound sometimes, so he can smell goals, man. So
Shea Adams does better, hopefully.
Jay Adams, oh yeah, you got him in it
Yeah,
on your team.
yeah.
2-0, I think. 2-0 Southampton.
I'm gonna go with 3-1. I don't think Southampton will maintain clean sheet because their defense is all over the place.
Okay,
They can't
fair,
maintain a good defensive line, so Brighton will score one. So
fair enough.
3-1.
Yeah,
3-1.
3-1 Southampton.
Mm.
That is fair. Let's see what happens. But yeah, that's wouldn't say quick, but it's a roundup. It's a roundup of all of the games.
Yeah.
Should be entertaining. I think man to watch, meant to watch, players to watch, not men to watch. No thanks. Players to watch for this game week. Sterling, I think he didn't
My
get to play last
captain.
week.
Hopefully my captain.
Yeah, and I got them. Sterling, I would say Son, Wilson. These are like the usual names for fantasy football. Yeah, Wilson, um, Danny Ings, maybe maybe, but he's just come back, so you never know. But he's
Wait, I'll tell you who the players to watch are. Give me 1 second. Players to
Jota,
watch. No.
Jota. I got
Chilwell, Walker Peters, Cancelo, Son, Sterling,
you're
Jota,
basically
Hernandez, Ziyech.
that's your team.
Yeah.
Ziyech,
Right.
I don't know, man. Yeah, I've got him, but he's like another inconsistent one in terms of team. In terms of points, not in terms of performance. He's been doing like amazing every match, but in terms of fantasy football points, Ziyech is like that on and off. Same with James. I've got him, but it's there.
No, you
Calvert
sold
Lewin,
Hammers, by the way. You sold
probably.
Hammers from your team.
I did sell James, and who did I buy? I rebought Fernandez. I got Bruno.
Yeah, but anyway,
You
that's a
got
wrap, guys.
right.
Thanks
Yep.
very much for tuning in.
That is a wrap. I think we should do fantasy football. Oh, it's just about time, man. We don't have enough time.
Yep. Anyway,
It's
see
late
you
on
guys.
Friday. God knows who's gonna watch this, but it's there. There you go, guys. There you go, internet. Yeah, happy watching. We are going to see you in United game, I guess. United West Ham. All right.
Yep. We are
Okay.
United West Ham. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yep. Cheers, guys.
Right.
Cheers.
Peace.